Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jamie Rose. I'm almost 33 and I live in New York City. So, this is very quickly becoming a Broadway channel. I'm just gonna say it. There is so much Broadway that I'm seeing. I am seeing a show this weekend, another one next weekend. I'm seeing two shows in June within a few days of each other. I am also seeing now two shows in July back to back. I'm seeing quite a few shows this season that I will have seen multiple times, which is fine because the season is so good. I'm watching the Tony Awards with some friends and family when the time comes. And yeah, so I'm actually seeing Operation Mincemeat this weekend, but I'm seeing so many shows. I was honestly not really planning to see Operation Mincemeat. I entered their $79 ticket drawing. And what happens is you enter it, and then like at the end of the month, they send out an email if you won or not. And I won, so did my cousin, but she has seen it now. She's seen it before. And I had not seen it yet. And when I mentioned it to my dad, he was like, ooh, I would love to see that. So we got tickets. We're going to go on Mother's Day, but my mom is not coming with us. She's going to have a little day to herself, and then we'll all have dinner together, which is exciting. Not really doing anything on Saturday. And then the weekend after that, I'm having a little birthday celebration. It's not my birthday, but my birthday's coming up. And I'm seeing another show, but I'm not going to tell you what show it is. It's going to be a surprise. But I'm really excited. I'm very excited. And yeah, but some shows I'm seeing later this year. I'm going to see Oh Mary for a second time. I'm seeing maybe Happy Ending for a second time. And I'm going to go see Pirates, the Penzance musical, which is really exciting. Oh, and when I go see Oh Mary, I think I'm seeing it again with Titus Burgess, which is awesome. That's another show my parents really wanted to see. And as soon as they announced they extended the run, we rushed to get tickets because Oh Mary tickets go very quickly and they're very expensive. So I'm very excited. And if maybe Happy Ending wins the Tony, that is going to be nuts because I'm seeing it after the Tony Awards. I won't tell you when, but I'm seeing it after the Tonys. So, and I'm so excited to watch the Tonys this year with some friends and family. I've always wanted to do that, but you know, they're on a Sunday night, and I only like the Tonys in terms of award shows. I just find all the other award shows get so boring, but I love watching the Tonys. I would love to be a seat filler at the Tonys. I need to figure out how you can do that. You can go to the Tonys, like they are open to the public, but they're hundreds of dollars for a ticket. So, anyway, I just thought I'd come on here and say hello, and I'm hoping to take you on a little adventure this weekend, finally. And yes, this is turning into a Broadway channel. Maybe I will talk a little bit later quickly about how I got into theater and into Broadway and how I'm able to see all these shows. Happy Saturday. I was going to go to the Marc Jacobs sample sale, but there is way too long of a line. So I'm gonna go do my food shopping for the week. Okay, we're back on the floor, except this TV stand is higher than my old one. But let's do a quick Trader Joe's haul. We got some refried beans. These are their fat-free ones. They're so good. Love them. Turkey breast. Got some, I'm gonna try this spinach and ricotta raviolini. I thought this looked delicious. I got some more of their burrata filling. This is so good. On some pasta, you just need like a little bit, or if you dip this, or use it as a dip, I should say. I got more of their light blended Mexican cheese. This stuff is good and it's such a great buy. And then I have some of their mac and cheese bites, which I'm gonna throw these in the freezer right now. For the non-refrigerated stuff, besides the black beans, or the beans, we have the lentil curls. Love these, such a great snack. I also got some, I want to try these dark chocolate mint creams. They sounded good. And then, oh, I've really been loving these as a snack too, the dark chocolate covered rice cakes. I think these are really good. So that is it. My total was $33.25, which I think is pretty good. Now I have stuff for lunch and dinner for the week, which is great. And yeah, I am going to have a little bit of a snack, and it is now getting hotter out, so I'm quite sweaty and I think I need a shower. Went to Sephora. I got my birthday gift. I totally forgot to do that. But I got some stuff. I'll show you when I get back. And I'm gonna go get a few other things. Hi. You must be wondering why I'm already in my pajamas if it is only 3 o'clock on a beautiful Saturday. Well, let me tell you why. First off, I decided to dress myself in the ugliest outfit I could think of when I got home this morning from going to Trader Joe's. I bought these cropped flared jeans from Old Navy, and I just think they are so much fun, and I love them, and I'm calling them my sweatpants jeans. I think they're so great. But I definitely looked very fugly in my outfit. I needed to run a few errands, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'll sit in the park when I get home. And the pollen is so bad today. Earlier, when I was walking to Trader Joe's, my eyes were itching, and I started sneezing. So I got to figure something out. Maybe I'll sit outside. Maybe I won't. I've now been outside twice today. It is very lovely out, but there is crap flying around from the trees, and it's not cute. I went to Sephora, and I got some stuff, and I also forgot that I get a birthday gift. So first, let's talk about that. They had 6 things I could choose from, and I decided to choose the little Kerastase. This has an oil and a serum in it. I've always wanted to try it. Yeah, it has their Elixir Ultimate Hydrating Hair Oil and their Nutritive 8-Hour Magic Night Serum. Ooh. I also got some more Touchland hand sanitizer. I really like this hand sanitizer. It doesn't dry out your hands, but it is very expensive. My mom said that at Five Below they sell similar hand sanitizers for half the price, which is what I should have done. But I had a gift card. And then this is what I really bought. This product is so freaking expensive, but my hairstylist was like, this is going to change your curls for the better. It's the K18 leave-in. So I'm going to try this. Basically what I did was I had some credit card points, so I redeemed them for a $20 Sephora gift card, and then my whole purchase was the same price as this. So not terrible. I also needed to go to CVS because my ear was feeling funny this morning. I have earwax issues, so I had to get some Debrox because I'm a child. And the one that I had expired back in December. Had no idea. Also needed new eye drops because dry eyes. But anyway, I know what I'm going to do for dinner. I don't have much to do the rest of the day. Actually, what I need to do is take the memory card from this camera, from you, and take some footage off because I have already uploaded it. But I wanted to just have some time to myself. I did download a book on my iPad, but I just haven't been in the mood to read, and I was so good with my reading last year. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to wait to wash my hair tomorrow. I think we're going to do some natural curls because it's supposed to be pretty warm tomorrow. And I did order some stuff from Amazon. Hold on. So as I was saying before my mother called me, I ordered some stuff from Amazon Thursday, and it was supposed to come today, but then I got an email earlier saying they had to delay my shipment. So I don't know when it's coming. It keeps saying it's going to arrive today, but it hasn't shipped yet. And I was hoping I would have my little thermal brush things. I really wanted to try that. But anywho, that is that. Or maybe I will try in the leave-in mask, because if I blow dry my hair, I don't know. I just hate when it's hot and I have to wear my hair down. I always wear my hair up. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to hang out, maybe watch some TV. Maybe I'll paint my nails. I'm thinking about painting my nails. I definitely need to fix my cuticles. So I'll do that. So I just tried to film a Get Ready With Me, but something I've realized about myself is I can't talk while doing my makeup. I have to be in silence. Anyway, I need to put stuff on my lips though. So I was going to talk. I just filmed for 15 minutes, nonsense, but I have been seeing a lot of Broadway lately and I love it. I'm a theater kid at heart. My background, besides working in the fashion industry, is that when I was in high school, I was a theater kid, and when I was looking at colleges, I actually was looking into potentially going to schools that had a theater minor. Now, FIT did have a theater minor, but it was more of an English minor, which I wasn't really interested in. I wanted to perform. I did take a theater class my last semester, and I had a really cool teacher, and he had a lot of connections in the industry. He brought us to some like very off Broadway stuff. We also had 2 people in my class perform a piece he wrote at a very small theater. That was really cool to go see. And it was nice. But I knew I was not going to go into the theater industry. I knew I wasn't going to perform. My parents kind of told me not to do it. And I think that was because they had both tried to be performers, be on Broadway, be on camera, and it just didn't work for them. My dad almost got his equity card, and then something happened. My mom is part of SAG-AFTRA. She has been for a very long time, but she ended up working behind the scenes in television as a graphics artist instead. Now she has been back on the theater scene. She has been doing it for almost 10 years, or has been doing it for 10 years, but both my parents also sang. But I have just really missed theater, and I think after seeing The Outsiders, something really reignited in me last year. I didn't see a lot of theater in college, and I'm really upset I didn't take advantage more of like the student rush. And I think it was just because there weren't as many good shows as there was when I was in high school. But also, like, when I was in high school, there were still so many classics that were on Broadway. Like, I was one of the first people to see Wicked. Like, I saw Wicked the first year it was on Broadway. I got to see Rent right before it closed. I got to see, like, these legendary shows. I got to see Raul Esparza in Company and Christina Applegate in Sweet Charity. Like, I got to just see all these really cool things because I am from Long Island. My parents would find ways to get discount tickets usually. They still do. I got a ticket to my show next week because I just happened to be looking and I saw they had some good deals. Same thing with a lot of shows now. It's so much harder to get discount tickets, but there have just been so many shows. Also, like, my cousin's been coming with me to shows, and I usually go see shows by myself, but I have quite a few friends who love theater. I feel like growing up in high school, it was just like the kids in drama club that liked theater, and I got to high school and I found so many friends who really enjoyed Broadway and theater, and actually had the opportunity to now go to Broadway because they didn't have that advantage like I did growing up. That is something I very much took for granted the older I got, was that, like, how great that I got to just hop on a train and go to New York City and whatnot. But yeah, I did performing in high school. I was in drama club. I did a few musicals and I loved it. But ultimately, I knew it was never going to be my career. It was fun. My parents couldn't believe it because I was also really shy as a kid. And so the fact that I was on stage performing was a huge deal to them. And I just think they were so excited that their child fell in love with something that they love. So yeah, that's that. But I'm going to get ready to head out. I have to decide what shoes I'm wearing. I'm wearing this dress from Old Navy. I should see if they still make this. It's this like tiered dress. I bought it in black like 2 or 3 years ago and I loved it so much. I wore it so much. I bought it last year on their website in blue, and I honestly should see if they make it. It's very affordable. I saw one of my friends had like the maxi version of it too, but it is like the best dress they make, and I swear they make it like every summer in different colors, and it's maybe like $30, not even. And I know dresses at Old Navy are very hit or miss because sometimes like the material is not great, but this is good. This is comfy. It's decent quality, washes super well, never had an issue, very good for a hot summer day. And yeah, it is supposed to be warmer. I also had a really weird morning. I went and got my breakfast and like they toasted my bagel, and I don't like toasted bagels, but like it was too late to say anything. And then the weirdest thing happened where I went to get my coffee and I went to go put my straw in it and my coffee tumbled into the trash. So then I had to like go up and ask if they could make me another one. I felt so bad, but the Dunkin' guy knows me and he was like, no, it's okay. It's okay. So that happened. It sounded like it's happened before to other people too. It's just the way they have like the trash positioned. The whole thing, I don't know. And then I came home, I'm watching TV. One of my 3M command hooks fell off the wall. And then when I went to go put it back on, the thing it attaches to completely broke. But the reason I turned this on is because I wanted to talk about the Next to Normal performance on PBS. So, if you didn't watch on PBS on Friday night, they did their great performances, which is when they film performances and televise them. They did something similar for falsettos, but I actually saw that in the movie theaters with some friends. But Next to Normal is one of my favorite shows. I saw it in high school. It came out in 2009. I believe I saw it in 2010. I want to say I had to have seen it probably around somewhere in 2010 because it premiered, or maybe I did see it in 2009. I just don't remember seeing Aaron Tveit in it, and I don't even know where my program is, but my friend got tickets to see the show. So we had been talking about it, and he messaged me and was like, hey, back in the day, Facebook Messenger, and he was like, would you want to come see it with me? But it was really sweet that he decided to take me, and I fell in love with the show. And it hasn't been on Broadway since 2011, but it's like one of my top 10 shows. And I was so excited to watch it on PBS. I loved Casey Levi. I don't know how you say her last name. She's going to be in Ragtime in September at Lincoln Center, which my friends and I also want to go see. But I love her. Alice Ripley's voice just agitates me to no end whenever I listen to that soundtrack. It's not my favorite. And again, I don't think I saw her in the show, and I don't think I saw Aaron Tveit in the show either when I did see it. But I loved the story. I love Superman and the Invisible Girl. It's one of my favorite songs. I just love that the show moves and it's so musical. My dad also watched it, and I told my dad, you're going to hate it, I'm telling you. And as my dad said, he was like, honestly, it reminded me of Rent. However, I was so impressed by the momentum of the show. And if you haven't seen it, my dad was like, oh, did you watch the interviews at the end? I said, no, it was already like almost 11:30, so I turned it off. My dad was like, go online and watch the interviews they do. There's like 15 minutes after the show that they interviewed the director and the cast, and it's wonderful. Jack Wolf, oh my God, get this kid on Broadway. Get him on Broadway. He was fantastic as Gabe. I know he was in the Spring Awakening revival too. This kid has to come to Broadway. He's amazing. He is so good. I was so impressed with him. I loved it. I loved that they did a modern take on it. I loved the set. I loved that they really kept the songs pretty much as is. I had not realized that this production had never been in the UK, and the director said this was like, he knows this is a cult favorite of a lot of theater people, but yeah, it was brilliant. I really thought it was brilliant. And I thought, wow, how cool to watch this on television. And that's why we can't defund PBS. And that's why we need to keep public broadcast television, okay? Okay? That's why. But I loved it, and I really hope it comes to Broadway. I also appreciated seeing it more as an adult versus as a teenager. And there were things that made more sense to me. They also changed the ending a little bit, I believe people were saying. But I didn't 100% remember the ending, but they did change it like slightly, and some people liked it, and then some people didn't like it. Also, it was commercial free, which was so nice. I was watching on the PBS app, but I like expected there to be commercial breaks at some point. Totally commercial free. But if you like Rent, you will like this show. So that is that. It is 11:35. I need to get out of here so I can meet my parents. Gonna go to the drama bookshop. Not gonna take this because I'm afraid if I take this into the theater, they're gonna think I'm trying to film. So we're not gonna do that. But anyway, that is all. I've recorded now 15 minutes total. Wow, this is great. We're gonna really have to edit this down. Okay, I am back. Too Long Didn't Read, this was not my favorite. This is the first show, though, in a long time that I've seen where I was like, However, I got to see Brandon Contreras, and I saw him in October in Titanic. He was fantastic, and I'm so excited to have now seen an actor off Broadway now make their Broadway debut. how wonderful. And that was really exciting. I when I saw the slip, I was like, oh. And I told my dad, I was like, Dad, Brandon's really good. It's not, I have nothing against the actors. It just wasn't my favorite show. It just wasn't. And I had high hopes going into this because my cousin loved this show. My other cousin was on the fence about it, and I'm on the fence about it too. I'm happy I didn't pay full price for the ticket. I'm happy I did win their drawing, and I got to see this for $79. But, like, it was fine. It was fine. It didn't get me as excited like the other shows I've seen. And so far I've seen Gypsy, maybe Happy Ending, Oh Mary, and Sunset Boulevard. Like, those shows got me so excited. Oh my God. Also, I think we were a little too late, but I told my dad, I was like, Dad, when the show lets out, we should go and try to catch Tom Francis doing the Sunset Boulevard walk. But we got out, and I knew by the time we got out, it was like too late. He'd already done it. So, yeah, but maybe I'll try and catch him before the Tonys, but I'm sure if he wins, everyone's going to try and catch him. I think it's going to be between him and Darren Criss, if I'm being honest. I really do. And I think Tom might get it. Can you imagine he gets an Olivier and a Tony? Oh my God. But anyway, my parents and I went to a lovely restaurant afterwards called Trattoria Tricolori. I had not been there in the longest time. It's on 47th between... it's closer to 8th Avenue, 8th and 7th. Oh my God, wait, guys. While I was walking there, I passed by, hold on, I have to look her up. I passed by the actress who plays Alexis in Schitt's Creek. And I was like, ah! Even though she was wearing sunglasses, it was her. I knew it was her. I knew it was her. I knew it. And you don't understand how much I love Schitt's Creek. I could re-binge that show over and over again. One of my friends at her birthday wanted to a little bit Alexis for karaoke. I'm not even joking. Oh my God. But my dad was like, you knew that was her even without her glasses, even with her sunglasses. Annie Murphy. I saw Annie Murphy. My dad was like, you knew that was her? I was like, yes, it was her. She lives here in New York. It was her. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. But anyway, Trattoria Tricolore, very, very good. Not super touristy, Not super touristy. Also, my dad actually like wanted dessert. My parents never. My parents are sometimes like almond parents, and they never want dessert. And my dad was like, "Can you split a dessert?" And I was like, okay, if you say so. I was going to have my Talenti gelato when I got home, but we had a little chocolate cake. It's very good. It's not touristy, decently priced. The food is very good. It's not bad at all. So I would recommend if you're in the theater district. And they have a whole upstairs. They sat us upstairs where it was nice and quiet. If you're also a big group, they have round tables, which is really nice. But my parents and I took them before. I actually found out about this place because when I was working in the garment district, we used to go there quite a bit for lunches and dinners because it was like a nice restaurant, but also a lot of times when we had vendors visiting us, they were staying near Times Square or in Times Square. So yeah, I have quite a few shows coming up. I'm seeing a show next weekend. I'm not telling you what it is. I'm sure you can figure it out. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sorry I didn't film a lot this weekend. I just was like kind of running around and like my back started hurting and like, guys, I don't know how long this back thing is going to take. But it's not fun. It's definitely not fun. So there's that. And actually, speaking of that, I probably should go do my exercises because I haven't done them today. And I have physical therapy tomorrow. And I'm supposed to do them every day. I don't have physical therapy, which is almost every day. I only go once a week. So that is that. Thanks for watching. And I have made my storage area a little bit nicer. Oh, also, by the way, guys, I have a gray hair back here, and I have one growing somewhere up here. What is this? What is this? I'm not sure if next weekend I will film because I'm also celebrating my birthday, but I'll see if maybe I can sneak this in and get some of my friends and family on camera, even if they don't want to go, even if it doesn't go on YouTube, but I'll see, because I have some friends and family who also work in companies where like they don't want to be on the internet. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Toodaloo.